Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, again, I was going to do it by myself, but what's the point in that when you've got to show you what we're doing, okay? So today I want to make a moth, because I've been wanting to make a moth for a really long time. Now, I have two different ideas. One will be out of this, because I've got this really good piece of material, but I've got to try and find the right places to cut. I've got a what's the name here that I printed off of Pinterest maybe. So I print these shapes off and I cut it out, okay. And I've cut this piece out first. Now you can't, when you're doing this, make sure that you just do it that way. Don't go turning it over that way, because then you'll have the wrong sort of wings. And I tried to put that onto here so I could have this idea here, okay. Now, I'm in Australia, and of course there's a new project and it's going to be fun, and because I really wanted to do something like this. Now I'm going to put some fray stop or glue around it. No, I'm not. I'm going to stitch around that. I don't know whether to make these wings on the piece or not. Just let's cut the wings out first. So I'm doing the two front ones. And I've got to make sure that when I put it, I'm going to put it back on here, so I make sure that I use it the right way. I'm sure I will, but you know, you've got to be sure about this. Now this is a really nice piece. It's a remnant piece that I've got, and that's the wrong side, but I think I like this colours, so we'll see how we go, because I need to do the back wings. So this one here I've got sitting on here, I've pinned it on, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Now, all I did was find the pattern right about a couple of weeks ago, and I decided I'd try this because I've been wanting to do one for ages, because I really love these fluffy little insect things. Well, they're not little, but I'm not a big fan of them when they're near. I like to look at them. Sometimes they think called a bogan moth. It's a great big furry thing that comes inside sometimes. Sometimes they get on the washing and on the line, and you might accidentally bring him inside. So then I've got these two pieces, right? They're his front wings. And see how that bit there is not exactly, but I think I like it anyway. Now the piece of fabric I was going to put it on is only this big, so am I going to be able to still fit him on there? I am, because I want to put, he will go onto a bigger piece of fabric, right? This piece here will go onto something bigger. Righto, that's the idea. Because the front of him is always, he hasn't got a very big, well, his little face will be there. Oh dear, we'll have to see. The wings are going to go up underneath this a bit, aren't they? They're not going to be, is that the way they go? If I get it wrong, like that. Did they go like that? Because I just cut them out. I didn't actually have a picture of what they come up. So this is going to be the moth. Didn't that look good? Sorry about this. I do get carried away, don't I, sometimes? But that is awesome. I love it. Now, I have my fray stop here, but I'm afraid I don't know. I'm afraid. Okay, if I can get any out. Yes, I can. I wonder how long it'll take to dry, because the lid's clogged up itself, and that's okay, because I couldn't find the top as usual. I did a tiny bit of tidying up here. What's it say? Always best to test something, let dry for 24 hours. But I don't think I need to do that. I think it'll still dry. But I'm thinking about it's not fraying that bad. So we'll just see what we're going to do with it, okay? We'll see what happens, because I do want to do stitches on him. He's got to have little bits like on here. Yeah, so he's got this piece here, you know, that's not exactly, but it's good. I was lucky enough to get that bit. But if you do yours with a plain thing, then we can put in them lines later. And that's what I want to do on him there. And like I said, I don't know if I want to make that three-dimensional. And if I do, I'm going to put two pieces together. So we'll see how we go, okay? We're going to work on this now and see if we're going to do the bottom bit, the two bottom wings. I'm going to have a mouthful of drink here. Just a story. Got a little story. Hubby went up the street today to buy the things for the cat. they're bigger parcels, and I can't carry around them anyway, and I don't, and he brings home in a taxi, and I haven't been out, but tomorrow may be. Anyway, he was talking to this lady that we know that used to live on a farm, and I don't know if I should tell you this. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't tell you. I don't care. Well, it's... No, not going to tell you. I'm sorry. Think of something else, Sonia. Better not say nothing, because that way it makes me look bad if I say that. Well, it doesn't make me look bad. It's just it's something that happened, and the powers that be take over, and what they did was got it wrong, of course, and so I don't want to say anything, okay? She sold the farm, and then this poor man bought it, and then the powers that be said you can't use that because of something, precious. And it wasn't at all. It was what happened when she was there, so let's leave it at that. So he's not happy. He's got... but anyway, what are you going to do? It's just the way things are in the welfare thing, and people who just should mind their own business, I reckon. Just leave things alone. Okay. Now, I've got just wondering, but it's okay. Nobody... It's all right. I shouldn't have said anything anyways. I might do these two colours, okay? And they can be darker. Oh, well, this one. Yeah, so you never know. People think that things are there because it isn't what really happened to get them there at all, and they make mistakes, and it doesn't matter though, because you just have to go with what the people say, don't you? Ah, dear. Let me think of a story quick. Can't think of anything. I'm not going to turn this off. I didn't really say much. I just said... Anyway, the man can't use that paddock because it was supposedly something precious, and that's just not fair, because it wasn't anything precious at all. It was put there by her family. But anyway, let's go. Let's stop talking, Sonia, before you get yourself in shot. I used to say to Jeremy, I think I should have a channel and call it, in my opinion. I don't think people don't want to actually hear your opinion sometimes. Sometimes they don't mind, and other times they do. It just depends what you say, see. We always can have our own opinion, can't we? And I'm shocking at doing that, but you want to say the right thing. You don't upset anybody, so... There you go. Now, I hope these are right. Oh, that looks pretty. I like it. Don't know how he come to be this colour. I just don't know how he come to be this colour. Okay. Oh, is that right? Do they go that way? Oh, goodness me, I don't know. I should have took a picture of this. Oh, there wasn't. There wasn't a picture. It was just these pieces. I just had these pieces. So those two there would go like that, and those two there would probably go like that, or the other way, that way. Would that dip-de-doo-dah thing be in that bit there? Like, would that be there? Yes, because you wouldn't see it if it's up under there, would you? Okay, now I can't do that, can I? I'll swap them over. Is it going to work? Yeah, that'll work. Maybe not. Did I do something silly? I'll do like that side. I'll do like that side. But I'm going to do the other side. Okay. Right. Now, I'm going to put these bits on before I do the fluffy part, I think. Before I do his other bit of his body. Should he be three-dimensional or not? Should he be three-dimensional? I don't know what I've done wrong, because I've cut that, so... Oh no, that's right. That's right, yes. It goes like that. That one probably could have had a little bit more of a divot in it, but it won't matter, because it depends which way he's flying, I suppose. It's going to have to go over the top of there. like that. So he's not shaped like a butterfly really. He has a flat, I suppose he is, but he looks better, more moth-like if he's shaped that way. If that makes any sense. I'm going to pin that on. And then I'm going to pin this one on. And I do not have the timer on. But I will try and not to get myself into this for too long and to be too late working. So I'm going to make him onto the piece, I think. And then I can just use him on something else later down the track somewhere. On the track. Amen. You got to get him so he's looking properly. He's got to look properly, doesn't he? Whoops. I think I can take it a bit over a bit. A minute. I've got to look at it a bit better. Oh, I'm going to hold it up so I can see what I've got here. Looks a tiny bit skew with. That's not bad. I just reckon. Okay, it's looking weird at me. Moth. Where's his middle bit? Look, so here's his middle bit. And that will go there like that. I think that's working really well, don't you? Well, that's not what I'm going to use, but we're going to see what it turns out like. We're going to pin that bit. And there's lots of pins, but I don't want to distract it. I'm going to sew it on there first because I want it not to take off on me while I'm doing that. I had this really good needle out there this morning when I was sewing this other piece of work, but is it here? I'll bring it in with me. Probably not. I'm going to take it off there. I don't know if anybody likes moths, but I do. I do like a moth. Anything with wings. So I've also, I'm going to show you another way too that I'm going to do it as well. So let's just do this for a start. I'll show you something else that you might like to do. It might be a bit easier, or you might not have the same material that I've got there. Now I know the box of cotton was here a minute ago because I had it. I need some brown. That's going to be different. I hardly ever use anything like that. Or orangey colours, whatever I need. I can have brown or orangey colours, whatever I need to put on him. I want to make him so he's obvious, you know, so you can see him and that, his bits. A bit of yellow. Mustardy colour might be better. Anything brownish in here? No, not likely. That's nice. Oh, I like the sparkly ones. He'll look ducky with some sparkle on him, won't he? Keep pulling those out of there, you're going to start packing them back in too, you know. You've got to start packing them back in here. Just for curiosity's sake, we'll just have a look at this other one. See if we've got something we want. That's too thick. There's a brown one there, but that's too thick. Way too thick. And then we need probably something light. We need you need spots on him somewhere, like he's got eyes in his wings, but he doesn't, does he? Look, he's got eyes on his wings. That's way too thick, that one. I'm not going to use that. I've got one of those there. I have, yes. Righto. So let's just try that and see how we go. Hang on. Oh, come on. Get back in there. So I do have a few pieces of thread here, don't I now? Around the outside of him, I think I'll do a bit of this because he needs something blingy on his edge, doesn't he? I was just going to tack him down, wasn't I? Yes, you were. We should still do that. Make it a lot easier if I do because then I'm not going to get caught up in me pins all the time. Okay. And I think I'm thinking that I really would have liked to pad him up, but I might do that at another stage with a different one. I'll see. Because you could just use a couple of thicknesses of that and not actually fasten him down to the fabric. You know, you can just or you can just use whatever you wanted to behind it and do that. But I'm going to just try this one to start with today because we want to achieve something, and if I'm careful I can sew these two wings here together. I'll put them both on at the same time, they're not going to move. Actually, this is a really good needle too. I need to find where I found that and get some more out of the packet. So this colour is very invisible on here because it's just right, you know, but if I need to put a different colour on so we can see his little lines on himself and that, don't we? And I really want to do him a white body maybe a white body. We'll have to see what we do there for that. Yeah, we will. See whether we do a white body or not. That bit there's starting to fray. Look at it go. Should have put some fray stop on there way back, shouldn't I? I wonder if I can just get a bit out with... I don't want to use one of my good brushes, but I can use something. Come on, there must be something here I can use. Maybe I could use one of these. Maybe it might not stick to it. I don't know. Just to put a bit on the end of that thing there. And the end of his wingy so he doesn't take off on me. Because I was a bit worried if I put it all the way around there, I might not be able to sew it. Does that look all right? If I don't put too much on, it should be right. Keep plastering it on there, Sonia. Where else is it coming apart? Here. Yeah, I've got it on me. Sorry about this. Just drop the wipes packet on the ground. Never mind. I feel still sticky. I'm all sticky. I know what I did see last night on the internet. There was a thing in the newspaper about while we're waiting for our pool, our indoor warm pool, we could go to Forbes. That's about 20 minutes away. I thought, how dare you? Ours built, for goodness sake. It's only been 40 years. Only been waiting for the indoor pool for 40 years. That's all. Now they're all that freighted now. I'm going crook about something. Ah, dear, that's not good. It's not because I'm going crook about it. It's just because things get scary. Oh dear. Said that we could go over them because they've refurbished all theirs. They got one, they've had it for years. And when I went over there years ago, it was shocking. It was just really, it was like a death trap if you ask me, because it was really bad. There was wires hanging off the roof and water dripping off the roof, and the cement and that on the inside of it was that bad, like, because to get to the steps, it was worn away from where the people used to walk down. That's how old and dilapidated it was, and they've actually fixed theirs up and got it all redone, and we still haven't got one at all. We've got an outdoor heated pool, but that's no good in winter time. You can't use that in the winter time. It's just not right. I should have did this in the first place, shouldn't I? Anyway, So I don't even think they've started ours. I know where they're going to put it out in the spotlight, so that'll be fun. I'll be able to go swimming, then go shopping. Well, I hope so. I hope they get it done while I'm still here. I mean, it's ridiculous how long it's taken. It really is. They had a different site for it as far as I know, but now they're taking it out the road. But I don't care, it's not that far, I can still get there. It's out near our hospital, and I go out, well, I've had to go out there a bit, so I know that I can get out there on my scooter, but the road's not very good to where I have to go because there's no pathways. So I'm going to have to, talk to the lady at the council about that. Because I shouldn't have told her, I rang up one day and I told her it was really hard for me to get out of the hospital because I have to go about 4 or 5 blocks out of my way and to go in one direction, to come back to another direction, to go to the hospital. And she said, oh, well, it looks like you've got it worked out. Okay, thanks. That was really clever of her, wasn't it? She fixed me. I don't know why they just can't have a place where you can cross over the railway line. Well, you can, but to get to the railway crossing, you just can't do it. It's just not easy, not feasible. But anyway, on your scooters. So I'm hoping they will fix that up now so we can get out there to the shops. Well, we'll see what happens. They don't like to rush themselves unless it's something to do with sport round here. Unless you want to do some sport playing, they spend a fortune on sports ovals and paddocks and things. They're fixing up all the time. Council, and I don't like it because I don't think it's fair to the rest of the people. Well, everybody goes out there and does that. And sport, we've got other things that we want to do. Well, swimming is a sport too, I suppose, isn't it? But now I've mucked up my good bug. I haven't, I'm not leaving it. I'm not giving up on me good bug. I don't know why I didn't put that up there further. He must be down too far, is he? He is too. Look at him, he's way down the bottom there. I'm going to lift that up a bit. I can't see it because I'm back here under the bottom of it, so I can't see it properly. This bit here needs to be picked up seriously. It's a good job I did what's the name first, isn't it? Now I'm going to have to lift it up in front of myself so I can see what I'm doing. You can make sure his wing's on right. You can go back up there further. Again. Now I'm covered with glue. It's alright, a bit of glue's not going to hurt you. Now stitch this down. Fray stop. I'm going to cut that. It should not go anywhere further, hopefully. Make space. Come on, get up under there. You don't want to, huh? Right. I guess if he's sitting down there, he doesn't necessarily have to have his wings in exactly the right place, does he? I suppose it's good if he does, but I'm thinking I'm taking them too far apart. You move, you're balking me. But anyway. I probably told you this. They built this hospital. It cost a real lot of money when they had a really perfectly good fine one. They built that. Didn't put a pool in it. Didn't put one of the pills in it for physio, You can't have a baby there. There's no maternity unit anymore. You can't have operation. No doctors that operate in parks. And there used to be a dental part out there and there's not there anymore. The hospital is only about 5 or 6 years old. Maybe a bit more. Could be about 7. That's ridiculous, isn't it? You got spend all that money and people got to go to Forbes to have a baby, or Orange or Dubbo or somewhere, because there's no maternity unit out there anymore. There's nobody to work that. There's nobody out there to work to do any operations. When people need operation, you've got to go to another town. not bad. It's not sitting too bad. Oh yeah, I can see it on the camera. That's not too bad. I've got to stitch that down before it goes anywhere. How are we going for time? We're getting running out fast. It's all right. I'm going to do 2 episodes of this anyway, I hope. I'll keep on working on. This is only making me worse. My hands are only getting stickier using that. Where's my powder? I have a tiny powder here somewhere that I bought to put over your sticky when you. I wonder if this will stop me being sticky. Yeah, why not? Look at that. That's better. If you stick it on anything on your papers and you've got some extra sticky, you put some powder on it. That'll stop it being sticky. How's that? I love this, isn't it cute? I've got a bigger one in my bathroom. I like that. Okay, so now I'm covered in powder. That's better than goo. Better than sticky goo. Now let's put some nice shiny on him. Right. Which one will we do? That one there. This one will show up more, won't it? Because it's oh, that'll look really nice. That'll look really nice. This is going to be fun though. But I'm going to only use one strand, I think. What do you reckon? I'll only use one strand on him. Okay. I do love doing insects. I'm going to do more insects. I want to do some brooch ones. So that's why I wanted to make a 3-dimensional one of these. I've got to work out. I'm going to see the flat one first, hey? What do you reckon? We're going to get this one right first, which I still haven't got exactly, because look at this. But he's going to have a body down there. Where's his body? Quick, save yourself, Sonia. He's going to have that body part down there, so that's not going to be an issue, is it? And it doesn't matter if he's a bit skew-if. Yeah, I still like him. Now I'm going to go around all this with some my favourite stitches. And you're not going to be able to see it very plain, are you? Oh, you can. Yeah, wait a minute. Don't get this heart in there, Sonia. You can do it. Okay. He's going to look good. He really will. Hope everybody's having a good day. Oh, well, it was a bit sunshiny here, a while ago, but now it's got cloudy. And Jeremy told me tomorrow it's supposed to be 17 degrees, so I'm going out there. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going out there. I can go and buy the cat a new scratching post, because that's what he needs, because his water is out. He pulled all the string off it, and it was... I got Jeremy to take it away last night and take it out, because there was a bit of fur there, and I didn't want him to get that in his throat. He wouldn't be very happy. Wouldn't have been very nice for him. But I think you might see a few more of these, I've got a feeling, because I'm really liking this. How it's working out. I do like how this is working out. I do love applique. And if you wanted to do some, if I wanted to put, I'll get it in a minute. I should have, if I put some other fusible webbing on the back of it, with Visifix or whatever people call it, they're all different names, it would have not frayed. But, you know, once I found the fabric and I really liked it, I couldn't wait to do this. I haven't, you know, I didn't have time to put, even though it's only just there, I couldn't get myself to wait to do it. I just had to get on with this. I'm going to go up around this and go around this wing now. Okay? Now this is curling up really bad, this piece of thread, but that's all right because I'm nearly finished. It's nearly finished. I'll just keep going. Doesn't that look nice? I think I'll do it for everybody, don't you reckon? With turkey work. White, I don't know. There's something here white I seen a while ago. I could try it on it and see if it looks like a bit of fluff. Bit of this fluff. You can't see that much. Oh no, it's going to look good with white. Yes, it is. White. Okay, Sonia. I'm going to actually use some wool or something, but I think this might be. That might look okay. What do you reckon, that white on there? Yes. I'll have to untwist this. There we go. And we're going to have to, well, I wonder if I should just keep going and then they'll just turn into 2 videos, okay? And let me stopping and starting, but then there won't be an introduction, but that's okay. So we'll just keep going and it'll turn itself into 2 videos, because once it gets to 50 minutes it stops and makes 2 videos, because I don't know why, but it just does that. I'll make sure I got all them things different when I get my new camera too, because I might have to get one off Santa Claus, I think. Have a word with Santa Claus and get me a new camera, because I can't really do much with this one. It's just unsociable. I have to pull that thread down there a bit. That's a bit loose. Come here. It's going to be difficult, are you? I'm going to get a bigger needle because it won't matter, because I'm only going to take it through to the back. I just want something I can get this thing through. It's going to go to the back and finish it off. So it's ended off nicely. There. You know what would look good? Oh, there's ideas. There's ideas coming to my head. I could have put a bit of gold stuff around there that I have, because I bought it and I haven't used it. Oh dear. And it's like a braid, but it's just like a wiry stuff, and it's really cool, and I could have put that around there, but I could do that with a three-dimensional one, couldn't I? You know, when I do him, I can do the three-dimensional one like that. I was really pleased I found this. I've got this different needle, but that won't matter, it's all right. I'm really pleased when I found this cut-out thing for this moth, because then you don't have to worry about trying to draw it yourself, because I'm not very good at that sort of thing. Not really that sort of a drawing. I used to love it though when I was young, drawing and colouring in and that. I'm not such a big fan of that now. I'd rather do something with needle and cotton. It's my favourite. I need to do some sorting out. I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff, okay? And I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell a lot of my things for cheap. I am. I don't know how. I might be putting them on Etsy. We have a buy, swap and sell place here, but I don't know about that either. I'm going to bundle up some laces and some trims and some ribbon and fabric, because I have got way too much stuff. And I watched Susie Q on, she's in England, Susie Q Crafter, and she has decided that she's going to do that too. Oh, well, I don't know if she's going to sell it, she's going to give it away. She's going to do that because she found too that when you've got too much, you just can't keep it tidy. It's just too much, you just can't keep it tidy. And I work a fair bit with what's in front of me, but then Jeremy does bring it from behind me and put it in. But there's so much stuff that I never do. But then again, I want to keep the things, like the different sort of... I've got quilling. I've got all the stuff I need for quilling up there, and I never did it. Never tried it. And I've got all the clay stuff and all the things all the papers that I use and cut out for the journaling. I'm not going to use all that. there's no way I'm going to use all that. I just get so excited, and if you find something that's going to work, you got to go and buy it, don't you? Can't leave that there just in case it's not there when I come back. And then I've just accumulated it all, and I just can't move. So I want to get a bigger table in here, and I can't because there's nowhere to put it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big bookshelves, 7. All most of them going nearly up to the ceiling. Well, they not that far from the ceiling. And this table, and that's it. That's the room filled up. Three bookshelves either side, one at that end, and then I've got this table at this end, and it's only a few foot long, but I want something that I can put my big shot onto, or I need me scan and cut. I want to be able to just come in here and I'll have to stretch the room out another 10 foot either way. But it'd just be nice to come in there and just get them things and work them, wouldn't it? I mean, machine, I need to put my new sewing machine somewhere where I can use it. This other one had been sitting on the floor for years. It's up here now next to me, and it's got its own table, but it's in front of all the shelves. So I just got to do that job, and that's going to take me a minute or two, but I'm going to have to wait till I get better because I get really tired now for no reason. Well, when I say no reason, it's because I've not been doing anything for so long. It's just starting to catch up with me seriously. I came out of here yesterday and I said, Jimmy, you know that's really stressful to do these videos, to make sure that I've got it right, and because I did that one 3 times yesterday, keeping right away from it today because I couldn't get it to work for me. It was just so frustrating. And, you get mentally and physically, it is a bit of a toll on you, It's not really, some people might think so, but I do. It used to be, and it probably won't either when I'm better, because I've only noticed it since I've been sick that I feel that it's, very stressful. But I like to do it, though. It's not like I'm ever going to quit, because I never will. I never will stop doing it. Some people do that, don't they? They stop their hobby things or whatever they're doing. They give away all their stuff. I don't understand that. Or sell it or whatever. I can't. It's not me. I've got to keep doing things. Now, he looks cool. He looks cool, doesn't he? He looks a little bit padded. And you know what? I could do that Trapunto thing and come through from the back, cut that there and stuff him. Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? I think I might like that idea. Not too much stuffing, though, just enough to pad him up a tiny bit, okay? This, what's the name's not going as nice as I'd like it to be, I don't think. Well, I guess it is, but then I'm worried there's fraying bits too. Suppose he could have said he hit the light or something and made his wing go wonky. Because this feels to me like it is a little bit away from that, a bit loose, I could put some padding in the back of that. I reckon it'll look all right. Okay. So I hope you can find both these videos to watch them, because Sonia keeps forgetting to put links up because I don't like to link things. Like I said, it worries me and I don't like to do that. So if you just go onto my channel and then find my picture of my face there, underneath that it says videos. Well, then you just click on that and you'll find me. Okay? I know some people have watched videos that I did way back, because I've got over 2,000 something. I know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. it's been really good. I really enjoyed this journey, and I still want to keep going on it. So now we're going to go down around here on this bloke. Okay, now we've probably turned over to the next episode, or next part, I think. And we're still working on our moth, but if we haven't, we're still working on our moth. Huh? I need to find some white wool. Some white fluffy wool would be nice, wouldn't it? Yes, that sounds like a plan. I'll find something to put in there though, make him a nice fluffy body. And you know what I was thinking? Instead of doing the two thicknesses of this, you know what I reckon you ought to do? Just get a piece of cardstock the same shape, put the fabric over the top of that, because that'd make it easier than making him and trying to turn him the right way. I'm going to cut the bit off there, especially if you're using this frayable fabric. I didn't think it was going to fray, but it went mad, didn't it? Once it started, it's just gone crazy. Anyway, the stitching through it's not bad. I can still stitch through it. And powder did my hands, and I don't know what I thought when I was doing that, but I could. All that come to mind was you put powder on your paper, sticking it on to be there, and it makes it better. And I thought, put powder on it. So it just come to me. So I thought, I'll try that with my hands, and it worked because I couldn't get all I did was wipe it all over me. The wipe, it didn't help me at all to get it off. But all I did now is got powder stuck to me. Although you can't even see that, can you? I might change the piece of thread now because this one's looking a little bit tattered. Get right up under there first. Don't unthread it because you'll have to thread it again. Just end it off. Yeah. Now before I go with it, do this one here, I'm going to show you another one that I have here somewhere. Okay, right, that's disappeared. No, I don't. It hasn't. I know where it is. I'm going to just show you what to do. So you get a flower, okay? You need a petal. So get yourself a petal. And I've already done this. Well, I've already done it in sort of a way. I haven't really finished. Do I need an orange one or the pink one? You can have a pink moth, can't you? That'll look really cool, that will. So what I did was, I've got this bit here that I started, see? Look at that. Now that was off a flower. That's off a different flower, which I don't have that too handy, but I'm going to do this one now. All you need to do is just cut this in half like that, right? So I did that, and then I cut, because this is, you pull the flower apart, there's a bit of silk flower, and then you put that across here straight, keep it together. Keep it together. Now, that can go, see how that one there's, I cut it because I wanted it to look not like a butterfly, if you know what I mean. So we'll cut across this, and then I'm going to put it over that way. Do the same this side, because you want it to be level-ish, okay? So you put that there like that, right? Easy, isn't it? How easy is that? And then for the bottom one, see how I've made it go down, because I think I cut. This one is a lot bigger, isn't it, than that one is. It's a lot bigger. That is a really good butterfly. Okay, that's a really good butterfly, but that's how you do your moth too. That's how you do your moth. And I thought that he turned out really good, because then you can do your stitching on it, and you can do the butterfly. That's so easy, isn't it, how to make a butterfly? All you need is a flower, and you just pull it apart. And then we can do the other bit in the middle of that. So that's that idea there. This is more of a stitching one, which is what we do here. So I'm going to do around the outside of this then. Then I'm going to stuff something behind that. I'm going to do these pieces. I'm going to put some filling in behind there. Maybe not, because I don't know if I've got any here handy, because I think I took it out of the room. That's not good, is it? I only got that tiny bit I had before. Righto, let's go around here now. I'll start up here. But there's heaps of things you can fill it with anyway. You can put whatever you want to in there, I suppose. But I'd like to do the bits of wadding anyway. That might work better for me. I've only got a bit here. This bit, that's it. I think that's not going to do much. I don't think. It might do. You never know. I could put a bit in each side. Might make a little bit of a difference. I'll do those other two things as well too. Eventually, or I could just make a moth thing, couldn't I? Well, hopefully I can add this to other pieces, because I've got a bit of work here that I want to put other things to. Which, did I bring it in here today? I don't think I did. I've got 2 squares and I want to put more to them. Yeah, this here. I keep showing you stuff. So this here, I thought I'd put more to it. I made this weird looking thing here. Cool, isn't it? I put that there. Looks like some sort of an enemy or whatever. And I thought about putting more squares, you know, making it bigger. Actually, I'm not going to put 2 squares. I'm going to make something that's rounded like that. Hang on. Goes around like that so we can make a bag. Okay? I'll make a bag out of it. I think it'll look awesome, don't you? Oh, yes. I'll do some more of these bits and I'll put them around here and I'll make a bag. I think I'm excited about that. Okay. So much stuff. So much stuff to do. It's all good though. Hope yous are all good today. Jerry, you said you weren't feeling good because something about your tree, the tree fell on your house or something? Well, that's not good. Now, I went through and I do read all your comments, and I tried to answer a lot of them, and I did a little heart if I couldn't. And anybody has any questions for me, if you ask me on like this video, I will answer it on the next video, because I don't usually write down the answers, because I think that's quite pointless. I'd rather talk to you about what you want to know. One of the girls asked me if I was going to do some more work on the piece that I have here, that I was doing here. Don't think I've got anything more done on that. It'll come back on, don't worry. It'll be there sometime. I've been doing work on here. It'll be back too. Look at that, doesn't that look good? I do like that. Anyway, it just depends, you know, what the mood, how the mood takes me, what I'm going to sew. But I will get them done. I will get them done. I've got a lot to do, but I'll get them done. I'm going to cut them bits off and stick it out there. You see, nobody have to panic, you see, because eventually you'll see them finished, I hope. Everything gets done a bit at a time. I do like this though. I'm really keen on this little bloke. I reckon I'm going to do him in lots of colours or different sorts. I'll show you another way in a minute. Okay, we can just do stop and starts off a different way to do him. I really want to get that white bit done in the middle though. But he's got to have little bits of decoration on his wings. Some sort of spots on him or something. I don't know, he has spots or eyes or something. I don't know. Maybe just some of his body can be... Does all his body have to be white? No? I better go and have a look at a book. I have got some books on insects. I should probably go and have a look and see what see what I can find, see what they're supposed to look like. I suppose there's no really rules. There's probably lots of different sorts out there, I imagine. It would be, wouldn't there? Okay. I haven't got far to go now. I just want this. I just want this on here because I want to not to fray anymore, and I can get on with it, can't I? Find some things to do, bits to put on it. It just gets to that stage and it doesn't want to sew down anymore. Stay threaded. Does not want to stay threaded. So what do you think? Does he look like he might be a mother? A moth? Mother. Dear oh dear. Cat loves playing with them.